sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by their mobile quarterback, the 6-year man. It's Tyrod Taylor.
I've always loved Tyrod Taylor's mobility. I love his footwork, his ability to escape, but his underrated arm. Accurate downfield throwing, that's what I really like about his game.
Here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go!
They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go! 190! 190! Hey!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Come on, let's go!
A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Here's Taylor. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And an alley to run. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Alex Collins, the Seahawks' 5th-round pick. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down. Defensive back. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second and goal from the 7th. They'll try again with Collins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Flacco. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here.
Here we go. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Hey, alert 48.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And a pick by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. This guy can play some defense. He knows how to hawk the football.
He does that by his preparation. Watches a lot of film, keeps a book on all receivers, and puts himself in the proper place on every snap.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Malik Collins, the rookie from Nebraska, able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving it.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out.
Here we go.
Taylor now off the bootleg. He'll bite, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Taylor, he's got his man. It's Williams. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Collins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. The drive starts with a run by Collins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another carry for the rookie. It's Alex Collins. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Now Austin. A beautiful fake. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Here we go. 1, 9,
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, Elliott. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards. Only one game where he didn't get over 100. Remember, he demanded the ball from then on out. I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so.
And now they're giving it to him here on the next level. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
To throw is Taylor. His pass caught at the 4. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. From the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Flacco here on second down. Crabtree with it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Cowboys. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Taylor to throw. He finds Hearns left side. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Here we go.
Taylor now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to take another shot here. And got his man complete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Ravens haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cowboys heading out on their opening drive. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 15. Cowboys would end up throwing a pick on the drive. Third down from the 13. Taylor's going to find his mark, and that goes as an 87-yard touchdown. They go up by 1.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Joe Flacco here. We get a peek at what he's done so far. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to float this one deep right side. That one was intended for John Brown. Third down here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Second down, 8. They go to Elliott again. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know that it was exactly drawn up this way, but sometimes blitzes aren't just for passes. Sometimes you have run blitzes, and the safety came through clean and took him down on the draw play. Excellent job by the defender diagnosing and making the play.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed to. And how about this, a fake? Rolling to his right. But he will not make the 1st down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And again, it's Collins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So Keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
Play action. It's Taylor. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Coples able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down, Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And some space here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
Now Taylor, caught left side, Williams. Three-quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One man in the backfield, Elliott. On first down, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go. Man 38.
They go play action with Taylor. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And quickly they get to the line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they're able to run trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the rookie Ezekiel Elliott able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Right side catch, Gilmore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Flacco finding time. And that is incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This is White on the screen. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the screen pass. 33 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
11 yards for number 11.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a 2nd knee injury, might miss a 2nd year. But he came back, and he came back strong.
You played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So this is the 2nd consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble. There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. It's caught right side, it turns. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, we got 4. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Flacco looking to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 20th carry here for Elliott. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now is Taylor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Taylor to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Taylor. It's caught on the right side, Williams. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38!
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Let's go! White, 90! White, 90! Ohio!
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Trying
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now Flacco. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Austin's got it left side. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Taylor on first down. Over the middle here to Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A huge play there in overtime. 57 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go.
A give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Here we go.
Another carry for the rookie Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.